Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world-changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, to create massive awakened impact for millions of souls around the planet, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman. And hello, everybody. Welcome. So do you ever feel like you just want to go with the flow, but somehow things still aren't manifesting financially? I know that I've experienced that feeling before. And so I'm here to help dispel the myths about going with the flow and, you know, just focusing on the sense of ease and how that can be a trap, and also the wisdom and the deep truth in it as well, and how to utilize a really enlightened fire and steel to manifest your greatest purpose and desires. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and just acknowledge the beauty that you are here for a reason to receive something deeply today. I am going to be doing a channel prayer today. Make sure you stay till the end as I show you how this actually works, how everything can work together for your highest good, all the sense of the fullness of you coming together into a divine symphony of money manifestation. So stay tuned for the meditation all the way to the end. Do you want to meditate and make money? Let it be simple. Let it be easy. Let it be fun. Go to yoursacredpurpose.com and get your free Meditate Make Money meditation today. Okay, so on my path, as I've gone into the deeper vibration so many years ago and started melting down psychically, I just got into a place where I just wanted to channel and just meditate, or just to be in that only in the deep connected presence, and with a sense of softness, ease, and what I call water energy and air energy, just that kind of namaste energy. But what I always have had within me that I've often suppressed throughout my life, especially very early in my life, is some of the fire and steel that I really have inside of myself. That there can be huge fire and steel energy in me. And I find that the number one way for me to not see money manifestation, one of the big ways, okay, I wouldn't say it's number one necessarily, but it's one of the number one ways to see that diminish is when I'm not willing to share more of my fire and steel energy. And it certainly doesn't bring the greatest results in any area of my life. So wanted to talk about this today because I do talk a lot about meditate and make money and all that, and that really does in itself increase money manifestation, and it can do so much. I mean, I'm not here to say that in some ways it can't be everything, but I find like some of us that we do have this incredible connection with our manifest energy. And I think a lot of times we just equate that to being only conditioning or pain body stuff, or to be gotten rid of, right? And so what I'm here to talk about is how that actually can serve your purpose and also your money manifestation desires, because we do want ease and flow. We want to experience more of that, but we want to experience the fullness of who we are, which includes the elementals of things like fire and steel, and you could say earth and wood and all these different elementals. But let's keep it to the four. I like to look at the four: air, water, fire, steel. Air is more where you just have that universal connection. This is the way I conceptualize universal connection, connecting with a sense of emptiness inside of ourselves, which is very helpful. It's very good. It's very good in helping us to just be open to what is, and to just be with what is. For example, just to briefly go through these. And water Water is that conduit of energy that um, can purify and can make easy the flow into the physical. Just riding the energy current of what we would call water energy can be very helpful in allowing ourselves to literally go with the flow. That sense of just the flow and greasing the skids for everything in our life and businesses. So being in that energy can be tremendous. Now, fire to me is sort of the passion and the maybe some of the conviction, the inspiration, that strong, just that strong yes, that just the yes, that we're just so passionate for something, and so that we claim that passion. Steel is really allowing ourselves to be firm and clear, to just be very firm and clear in that steel way, that we're unmovable with what we're really desiring, and that we're clear and firm about it, and we don't move off the point of what is true for us in that moment or in that instance. So all these elementals are important, because at any time the currents of air could change, also, and that could reorient you. Oh, well, okay. Well, we had this steel, or we had pitched a tent over here with these steel um, spikes in the ground, right? The spikes, but now we're seeing that the tent belongs over here. Okay, great. So we'll just take these spikes out and move it over there. That's fine, right? But we want to have a tent. We might need those, something to tether it down so that it can become real, right? So that's important. And if we don't have the passion and inspiration to fill that tent up with incredible energy, who knows what kind of energy is going to come around and mess with us, right? If we don't have the sense of water, we might perish. We might not. We might just get so filled with energy. We have so much energy that we don't have any sense of ease and smoothness in our energy current to let things easily come into our life. Instead, we're just all amped up with all this energy and trying to make something happen sometimes, right? But it might become too much fire. We don't have enough of the just relax, be soothed by the water, let the stream of life bring it to you, right? And then the air again, like it's kind of points us in direction. We talk about the four winds, right? Like the different directions. That's a whole nother thing, a whole nother teaching. But the sense of wind, like it can reorient where you're supposed to be pointed and directed. So just these are concepts, but they do point to something that's very deep and real. And utilizing these concepts helps us to evaluate where we are. So right now, I would have you evaluate, where am I with these elementals? What's the strongest elemental I have out of those four? Air, water, fire, or steel? Based on what I'm talking about, just intuitively, what do you feel you're the strongest with? Okay, so you take that inventory. Okay, whatever answer came through is perfect. And so most people, I mean, it could be any one of the four, but my guess is you're probably more on the air or water energy for most of you. And then maybe some of you more on the fire. And the least percentage of you would be with the steel. And that's what I find with the spiritual entrepreneur crowd, because a lot of you used to be more steel and fire, and then it got to be too much, right? And then you're like, oh, this is exhausting, because you weren't paying attention to the air currents so much. You weren't allowing the water energy in your life at all. In some cases, you pretty much squashed it, at least. And so, those energies are really important to you now. Now you've really embraced those energies, but you haven't allowed, the fire, and particularly the steel, to come in, because you want to go with the wind now. You're like, just let it, hey, I just want life to be easy now. I just want to I just want to relax. But I want to help save the world, or I want to help people in all these different ways, but I just want to relax. So meditate, make money, which I talk about here all the time. It's very appealing, and it is very, very helpful. And we want to bring some more of that fire and steel energy, and for what the gifts it can bring, the gifts it can bring as well. So yeah, the number one lacking one we see often is in that elemental of steel. So, but you do your own self evaluation. I probably should ask this question first, but which one do you think is lacking the most for you? Air, water, fire, or steel? And like I said, if you're like almost every single person that I've evaluated, every spiritual entrepreneur that I evaluated, you probably said steel. And I said it's most everyone. You know, it might be an exception every once in a great while, but everybody that comes to me for help always seems to be lacking steel. So almost, I'd say 90%, something like that. Okay, so um, or more than that even. So what do you do about it? Well, first is an awareness. How can you use more steel energy, for example? So you use more steel energy, the rest of the elementals can come into better balance. So if you're being too much in your air or water or even fire, you can balance out what you weaken, then that'll help counterbalance the other elementals. So, okay, so I understand I'm lacking in steel. What does that mean? That means being firmer and clearer with your intentions, not in a way of you're trying to force it to happen, but you're just clear about it. You're just steel clear about it in your presence, in your deeper presence, enlightened steel. You're enlightened steel in terms of you're not coming off your knowing when other people are telling you, why aren't you fearful? Why aren't you worried? Why aren't you going crazy? You stay in your steel. When people say, oh, can't you help me? Can't you do this? Can't you do this for me? And like that doesn't feel true or right for you to be doing, stay in your steel, right? If you want to manifest something, again, you just, how deep can you bring it into your energy and your presence and into the ground energy, and just let that be a fact. All of these things are ways you can increase that. Um, if one of the other ones are lacking, again, just imagine all the ways you could bring more into that. Maybe you're afraid to bring more of your fire. Maybe you're afraid you're going to be too much fire for someone else, or you're going to, people are going to leave you, etc. Or opportunities, or things are going to leave you that are with you now. But those are exactly the things that are keeping you stuck, as you know, right? You hear this all the time. You're gonna have to let go of your stories, your thought programs. Being more in your fire energy may create that. If you trust more of the water, and if that were a weak one, then maybe you need to calm down. You got to rest more. Um, need to allow more ease in your life. Just examples. If it's air, maybe you need to tune your intuition a little bit more. Maybe you need to be paying attention to how you might be in resistance to what is in this moment. Like you're in resistance to your very breath, to the air itself. So these are just all pointers, pointers. This isn't a master class necessarily today. This is a brief overview, but it gives you some support and understanding where you need support energetically. And honestly, these elementals, this little bit I just shared with you right now, if you just address it, it's going to change your life. It will change your life. It will make a difference in your life. That will be perceptible. You will feel it because it's a real thing. So, with all that being said, we want to set the table for incredible manifestation for yourself. One of the ways I like to do that is through channeled prayer, as I promised in the beginning. So, in a moment here, soon, we're going to go ahead and go into a channel prayer that will incorporate these elementals, and also we'll bring them into your energy system. Maybe we'll get it into the chakras and whatnot. Allow the intention for your purpose to manifest at the highest level, and the money manifestation you're looking for to start happening right now, right? With the added fire and steel that you likely are needing maybe a little bit more of. Okay, so whatever you need the most of, set your intention of receiving it through this transmission, through this channeled prayer. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. And again, if you're driving or doing things like that, you may want to listen to this later. Otherwise, go ahead and feel free to join me. And certainly, if you are in a place where you can be still and close your eyes, do that now. And go ahead now, take a nice deep breath in through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through a higher self, up to love, light, source, energy, up into the all in all. And as you exhale through your mouth, let energy come back down through your higher self, down through your crown chakra, down through all your chakras, through the body, through our field, down through your feet, down through your chakra, down to the core of the earth. As I speak these words in the I am right here and right now, for everyone listen to my voice, as I recognize God, love, light, source, spirit is all there is. I'm grateful that no longer am I afraid of the power that I am. I'm grateful that the infinite power is source itself that is within me, is within all of life. I'm willing to fully activate the full elemental dance of who I am, of, of fire, steel, water, and air in my life. Knowing that as I claim that intention, I'm allowing myself to be aligned with the power source within me, to be awakened and to be enlivened within me, to manifest all the finances that I need right now, that I desire right now. And I'm saying it right now. Whatever it is, I let it, whatever there's a quantity or amount or a feeling vibration around it that wants to be there of richness and abundance and ease and power. I feel it now and I'm letting it manifest into my life right now. And it's already done. It's already done. It's happening. It's perfect timeline and perfect moments. I let synchrodestiny come into my life as I follow my inspiration and my knowing at every level, the impulse, the spiritual impulse to take the actions I know I need to take along the way. Knowing that whether they be a lot of actions or little actions, I take whatever it is, or if it's just resting, whatever it may be, it's perfect for me. As I let it be so, I'm already allowing that into my life. So I incorporate more of all of who I am into my life and my money manifestation. I'm grateful to say yes, knowing a huge sense of connected energy. Archangel Michael's sword is going deep down into the earth, deepening my steel into the core of the earth for the manifestation of this amount of manifestation in my life, and let it be done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I'm allowing this sense of the elementals to flow through me, and knowing that I'm allowing the sense of being at peace with life to flow through my energy, every cell, fiber, molecule of my body and being, and through my crown chakra, through my third eye, and letting the sense of air and flow from the higher dimensional realms into my aura and into my crown chakra, into my head, and in through my third eye energy, that I'm flowing, I'm dancing with life through my chest and through my expression in the world, through my throat, that I'm allowing myself to be in that equanimity, that just the flow of accepting life, the acceptance of the flow and ease of life within the air as well, and let myself breathe easily, being in flow with life and an acceptance of life itself, letting the energy flow down into my heart, opening my heart, purifying my entire all these energy centers with the air, opening me and going through my power center, purifying me into a state of grace and peace and acceptance of myself and all the creations of my own and all of humanity. It's all held in the arms of Source. That I recognize that it's being all held in the arms of Source. So nothing ultimately could be possibly completely wrong about it, but that it just is as it is right now. And yet I can sense that there's something amazing about the presence of Source God holding it all and holding me in its presence. That I'm held in the presence of Source God, and that I am whole and well. Let this energy flow through my sacral chakra, allowing the cleanse of any old stagnant perfectionism or uh, ideas and concepts that would keep me from feeling just fully at peace, to be released, and down through the root chakra, down to the core of the earth, manifesting all this money with ease in a state of just acceptance, in my life, letting myself easily receive as easily as I receive my breath. It can already be done. So I let it be done. Thank you, God. Allow these energies to flow. So I let the sense of water flowing through all these chakras as well to come into my awareness, flowing through my crown chakra, the sense of ease and flow and being baptismal waters of source God flowing through me. That there's a sense of divine destiny just unfolding through me, playing through my crown chakra, through my awareness, through my intuitive awareness, arranging things as they want to be with fluidity and ease and grace, flowing through me through my throat, allowing myself to give generously with a sense of expression, of grace and ease and flow, letting this energy flow into my heart, knowing I'm willing to splash my heart energy into the world in a joyful and pleasurable way, giving to others in a pleasurable way that flows easily for me. Let this energy flow through my power center. This water, the sense of being in the dolphin energy, the flow of water is in my life. It is keeps me off. I don't know, it keeps me afloat, but it keeps me rising easily and effortlessly flowing in my life to my divine experiences and destinations in this physical world, and manifesting the quantities and amounts of everything that's desired, including money, with ease and grace. Down into the root chakra, down to the core of the earth, there's an incredible reservoir of water in all life. Knowing that life is consists of so much water energy, that I'm willing to accept the ease and flow that lives within me, and knowing that at least some 80% or so of my body is water, so I'm willing to accept all the water energy. That's manifesting easily all the money that's desired as well. So now I allow the infusion of cash in my life through the energy of fire. I feel the fire just blow it up, anything blowing up or disintegrating, anything that's unlike the truth in my life. And I let that come into my aura and my chakras, and through the crown chakra, filled with inspiration, the power, the fire within me to transcend any sense of limitation of my life, false beliefs and concepts of my brain, seeing the opportunities of my vision boldly, fiercely, and abundantly with incredible inspiration, speaking with power and conviction and passion through my throat chakra, allowing myself to cut through the nonsense that other people might be hanging on to in their belief structures, giving them the message that's desired and needed through me showing up in my full voice, my full power, and the full fire of the divine flowing through my voice, manifest anything I desire through the fiery energy of source God within me. Through my heart chakra, feeling the fire and passion to love and to give to so many people. And I know that I'm ready. I'm ready to give to myself. I'm ready to give to others with full fire and compassion and fulfillment and inspiration. And through my power center and my sacral chakra down to the core of the earth, I'm grounded. In the lower chakras, I'm filled with fire to no longer to shrink, but to rise up into the power that I am, to manifest all the money, comfort, and ease I want in my life. Because when I fire and the fire energy, all that matters is that I'm filled with the energy of aliveness, of vitality, and abundance. And I let it be so. I let the energy now of steel to come in me, that I'm firm and clear. I'm unmovable in the presence that I am, that I'm firm and clear in my intuition and my knowing through my crown chakra. I know my trust is firm and deep in the steel energy flowing through my third eye. I'm clear about what I know, and I sense and feel my intuition. I'm firm in my business dealings and relationship dealings and what I'm saying for my life, what I'm anchoring, committing to. My commitment is steel. My commitment is steel. Where it wants to be steel, I let it be steel. Now's the time. Let it be in my heart that I'm steely with my love, that I will not let go, and I know I'm not supposed to let go, but I'm meant to deepen and to be invincible in the connection with that thing I'm committed to with my heart and my relationships and any area of my life. that I'm about that. I'm about the goodness that wants to happen there. And in the lower chakras, from the root chakra through the sacral chakra, through the power center, I'm steel. I'm committed to the creative power that's there. The steel's going into the earth. Archangel Michael's sword is there. I notice again, it's firm, it's clear, manifesting this. And I know that it's easy. It's easy when I'm just firm and clear. No big deal, but it's just firm and clear. It's no big deal. It's just firm and clear. No big deal, just firm and clear. Firm and clear. No nonsense about it. I'm manifested. I'm empowered. I'm grounded. I am steel in my conviction of being joyful and experiencing the full expression of my gifts and my passion in the world. And know that as I fully express my creativity with this conviction and this steel energy, that I'm fully committed to it, and I let it manifest miracles and money and opportunities, and the full blessings that are here for me to receive, that already live inside me, and that I'm ready to manifest here in this physical incarnation with my brothers and sisters. Together we celebrate and let it be done and rock on from there. So as I let it be so, I'm grateful to receive incredible abundance and money and opportunities to serve in all these elementals, and let it be a done deal. Thank you, God, and so it is. All right, everybody. If your eyes are closed, you can feel free to open them when you're ready. If you want to hang out here, you can as well. So you can even pause the recording or the podcast. And I just want to share with you that I'm just so grateful that you tuned in today. And I'm grateful to celebrate your money manifestations with you today, that it's already a done deal. You live in the acceptance of what was clear for you, and you know is true for you already within that. And everything that came through, it's already happening. It's already done. And just let it be. Just let it be. Okay, so I'm so grateful to have shared with you and celebrating with you already. And as I always say, keep with us here. Before I wrap it up, though, I just want to remind you again, if you want to receive channeled messages and energy scans, me tuning into you to pinpoint things to support you, join our Rock Your Sacred Purpose Facebook group for free. Every Monday at 3 p.m. Central, I do a Facebook Live where I do those channelings and energy scans for you, not only as a group, but also I do some individual ones as well. So Rock Your Sacred Purpose on Facebook, the Facebook group, join me there. And of course, you've got your Meditate, Make Money meditation that takes you into meditation, allow yourself to receive the guidance, the frequencies, the activation that you desire or need each day to manifest the money miracles and your soul's desires each step along the way. So feel free to check that out at yoursacredpurpose.com. All right, everybody. All right. So again, yes, as I do always say, keep on tuning in and we'll keep on rocking it here at Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Till the next time, everyone. Goodbye for now.
For listening to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Wednesday and Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.